Hi and welcome to the Art of Tarot. My name is Stephanie and this is a reading for Capricorn, July 2020 for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars and Jupiter, in case you know your astrology well. I do work with Western astrology and with the tarot and occasional oracle cards and my own postcard oracle card system. So that's what I'm working with. That is my tools, and I do general readings. So those readings are trying to really access all life areas. So I'm trying to make these as general as possible so you can apply it to all the life areas, and there are little impulses, I would say, to how you can maybe have a different perspective on the upcoming month. If you want more in-depth readings, love readings, or life path readings, then you can always just write me an email. You find the email address in the description box, or go to my web shop and order there directly. Also, you find my social media channels and so on and so forth in the description box below. So Capricorn, I do these readings also in German, so if you are a German speaker, then you can also, of course, order these in German. And I am a native German speaker. I'm from Austria, Vienna. So excuse me if I don't find the right words all the time, but I lived in the US for a couple of years, so I should be fine. You should be fine. Okay, Capricorn, eclipse season in your sign. That is, of course, a big deal because finally the cycle is coming to an end on July 5th for you. So if there is something, a topic coming up that is very prominent and has been very prominent in the last 2 years, and it's coming up again, and you feel like, oh, I can't believe that this is coming up again. I thought I've worked through it. This is the last time, I think, this is coming up, and this is the last time you will have to deal with this for a long time, and you really did the work. Capricorn with the Saturn, and Saturn is also coming back in your sign again, so you really did the work. The next couple of months, I promise, as far as I can promise, but the stars say you really don't have to deal with this after this cycle is over and after this Saturn cycle also is over. We have a Mercury retrograde that is ending on July 12th, so be careful still with details in contracts, with traveling. Things might just take more time, or there might be some barriers or restrictions, and we just need a little more patience, and we need to really pay attention to the details because we tend to maybe overlook things. And yeah, there's a lot of astrological stuff going on. I will not talk in depth about that right now, but if you want to know more, there's so many great astrologers here on YouTube, so check them out. 10 of Cups, Capricorn. Huh, that's nice. So we're coming out of the Queen of Wands in reverse. And oh, the Hierophant. Wow, that's powerful. Okay, Capricorn, I sense some powerful energy. Three of Wands in reverse. Well, that's a little cryptic, but just gonna look at that later. 10 of Cups. Well, first card out, that's a wonderful card. You know, it's really emotional fulfillment. So I think now that you're closing this cycle with this full moon on July 5th, you might finally come to a place where you realize your full potential and what that means and how that feels. And I think you get a taste of how that feels and how the future also will feel for you, like in a permanent way. With the 10 of Cups, it's really emotional fulfillment in all areas of your life. It's basically, it can be family, it can be happy family and fulfilling emotional family life. It can be finding the right partner. It can be finding the perfect career. it's really also sharing with others. It's always other people involved. So emotionally, you arrive at a place that is called happiness. Of course, we know this is not a permanent thing. We can unfortunately not permanently be in this place, but enjoy. The way you feel right now will tell you and will give you confirmation that what you've worked for so hard in the last couple of years is finally coming to fruition. Queen of Wands in reverse. Maybe you felt a little held back in the last couple of months or weeks, I would rather say, and I see you coming out of that. With the Queen of Wands in reverse, there is a lot of fire, but at the same time we don't know how to in which direction to put it, and then that creates frustration, and then sometimes it can really end up in depression. The Queen of Wands, I read it like that because sometimes we direct that fire and that passion and that life energy towards ourselves with all that force, and that can very well lead to a depressive episode, or being very blocked and not being able to push through, and that can create a lot of frustration. So you're coming out of that. At the same time, it's nice in this deck because it looks like she's creating roots, and she's getting grounded still, even though she's in reverse. So maybe that helped you again get more secure, get more stable, get more grounded within yourself by dealing with these blocks, by dealing again with this, how can I move forward, how can I move through obstacles, how can I get that fire going. And I know that the earth signs and also Capricorn, you're hard workers, you're laborers, but sometimes that life passion, that fire is missing a little bit. So I think you're coming out of that because there is really going to be a moment where you feel like, oh, this is happiness, this is how it's supposed to feel, and that's just beautiful. And you're moving into the Hierophant, so that's wonderful too. There is a really new way of even spiritually committing to an idea with the Hierophant. It can be a relationship, you can be dealing with a Taurus maybe, but in general it's a commitment to a belief that you have. So living out that belief in a way that is structured, that you really want to commit to, and that also feeds your soul. And I see a lot of feeding your soul here with the Hierophant and with the Ten of Cups in combination, because there's really a self-realization here. It's a big self-realization, a spiritual realization of the self, that you really want to go deeper into an idea, commit more to an idea, because this is what you believe in, this is what you're all about, this is what your soul also craves, and this is what you want to manifest in this real world. Because the Hierophant is really manifesting our spiritual beliefs in the real world. So that's wonderful. Three of Wands in reverse. Maybe you don't see the path so clearly. That might be an indicator here. So maybe the vision is not super clear right now. Maybe also I sense like maybe it's not that far that you have to go. Maybe you think you have to go far, but maybe it's not even that far. Maybe you don't see around the corner just yet. I see that a little bit. And also maybe because there was a Six of Cups in reverse, you don't have to look into the past to find answers. But I will clarify that with one more card, because this is a beautiful reading. The Death card, that's great, no worries. This is deep transformation. This just means this is a long lasting sort of transformation that you're experiencing right now. This is really something that is lasting. This feeling, as I said in the beginning, is not just going to be temporary, even though we know we cannot have the Ten of Cups all the time, because there is just other things that we have to deal with in our lives. But in general, you understand now that this is possible. What you thought for a long time, and I know Capricorn was really tested where you really often questioned, is this even possible? Is this even, can I even come to a place where I can feel like that anymore? Is that even possible? And I think this is what the Death card here is saying. Yes, you went through the transformation. Yes, you went through that really deep work. You did the deep work. You really went to the core and looked at the problem on a deeper level, and that allows you now to really step into this new system of doing things and of believing in what you want to attract into your world. Because maybe that's the thing with Three of Wands also in reverse, that what you thought you want to attract, you don't even want to attract anymore, you know? So that's that. I'm looking at an affirmators card. Affirmators. I don't know how to pronounce it. That's a very practical advice right here. So those are really cute cards. I really like them. Power. This is coming out all the time. It's so funny. It's, I think, the third time. I just had it in the Scorpio reading, I think. I am strong, I am grounded, I am powerful. I am like a cross between a dinosaur and a tank. But not a tank that is used for war. I am like a peaceful, loving dino tank who feels so strong it doesn't need to be anything but be. Look at that. It's so cute. So yeah, you're here, you're in your power, and you don't need to question anything right now. It's really, it seems like very solid and undoubtful, and that's a nice feeling, right? What a nice feeling to not be in doubt of what you believe in. So let's see, this is postcards that I collect in museums, and some I get, some are from people that send them to me. Oh, nice. Wow, okay. David with the head of Goliath. See? It's not about... I mean, this story, we all know the story. It's like fighting the giant and feeling like you can't defeat the giant, but it's not about how big you are. It's not about how tall you are. It's not about how strong you are. There is so much strength in persistence. There is so much strength in, of course, like having a strategy. So he defeated the giant, you know. It's really, it seems like you defeated the giant. Congratulations, Capricorn. After this full moon in Capricorn, lunar eclipse on the 5th, and after the Saturn retrograde, I think you will be done with the giant that you had to defeat in the last 2.5 years, or even more, 3 years. So congrats. I'm proud of you, if nobody else is. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting. Please share this video. Please help me make these videos more accessible to more people, because it's hard to reach the English speaking realm here on YouTube when you're mostly doing the German readings. So that's what I did in the last couple of years, but I do the English readings for a while now, probably like 3 years. So yes, please help me spread this if you like these kind of readings, and I thank you for listening, subscribing, liking, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.